Man, I learned something this weekend. I learned something really fucking awful. It's ruined my mood. I don't even know how to tell people about it. It's that level of like bad. You ever learn something that like truly, truly breaks you? That's why unironically I could not express it different. Oh, I don't even know how to tell you. Think of- It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's okay. Do what we can today. I literally just came in from l'hôpital. Just hoping it goes well. Ain't changed the time. Wait a second. I wish YouTube had better features for live streaming. I actually think I think recently I had to do a perfect. Also, I finally get to announce words and pictures, talk about what's happening. And I'm emailing all the people today, and it's gonna be long, but there's so much to do, so much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't grow. You never shine if you don't glow. um, Wait a second. Something I'm looking for right now. I just not taking you. I don't. Okay, I have a question. Do you ever have like information on you that you just I told anyone? I think I'm sorry. I've been thinking about it literally every day. I'm thinking about it literally every day. It's haunting. It's not that I'm not supposed to tell it. Like technically, considering my position, um, considering my position and like as who I am, I'm supposed to tell most things. Of course, with consideration. Everything doesn't need to be spoken about. And blah blah blah. But it's just interesting to me that this is where I've ended up because doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll talk about it when my brain can like process what I'm thinking of. I'm hoping the web global comics CEO finally has time to talk to me though. That's something I need to get to. I mean, I got back to him. It took me a little long to get back to him because basically my partner had a seizure, or like nothing crazy, nothing bad, just a lot of stress led to a seizure. And they're fine. I want to be really clear. They're fine. It happens. When you have migraines, it can happen. They have migraines. And so because of that, I've just been busy. I had to go get all her dogs from her house and bring them here, and it was a whole thing. So that's what's been taking up my time and why I have not done. Yeah, they'll be fine. It was a really bad one. Everything's fine. They're out. They're out of the hospital. They're home now. Like it's over. I'm just saying, like it basically has slowed me down like a week. Um, Nothing like it was unusual, but I've had one. I've personally had a seizure before, so for me, it doesn't scare me. I think the way it would scare most people. Nothing bad. I need to say I'm saying this nothing bad thing over and over again because I need to really state that like this is not an issue. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everyone's fine. Most everyone's fine enough. Is my point. You know. Everyone's fine enough. Need to like post. I've realized that a number of people come from Instagram, and I need to probably start posting on more. Now every week I have to like sit down and post the image. Yeah, everything's fine. Thank you for being. I thank you for being concerned. Really, really, thank you. I love you guys. Yeah, channel icons are back up. I can turn them off, but there was a big update to the chat app I use, and I thought, fuck it. I thought it looked nice. Maybe you guys disagree. Like, we even have profile pictures up now. Isn't that cool? Thoughts? I can turn off the plat. Like, look, icons are gone, but the chat's still there. Yeah, I can put them back. Sunday Fun Day. Guys, today we've got a lot to talk about. Also, just gonna soft launch it before I talk about it in more detail later. But Words and Pictures is finally open. Words and Pictures is open, everybody. The contest is open. 30 days. 30 days. 30 days from today. Okay, you have until the 16th of December, give or take, midnight exactly. Fuck it. The 17th of December, midnight exactly, to submit a comic that follows the theme of online, being around online, being afraid, the fear, the stress, the joy? Question mark? I haven't felt much joy being online in a while, but it's up to you. Make it about whatever you want. Just interweave the theme of the internet and being online, accessing the information superhighway as well as you can. Again, it's 30 days. All the rules are on the website. I'm going to send an email to everyone from last year who was a creator so they can all join. And thank you for supporting me. And big thank you to fucking XP Pen, man. I stalled on this 3 months and XP Pen still came in clutch. They even gave me better tablets. God bless you, XP Pen. I would literally never do this without you. Winners get good tablets. Guys, I mean like good fucking tablets. I'm not kidding. The tablets on the website are outdated. They changed them when I DM'd them a month ago when I thought I had everything ready, but it wasn't ready. They changed them and they were like, hey, do you want better tablets? And I was like, yes. So they gave us better tablets. You know what? I'm just going to tell you what tablets are up. The Magic Drawing Pad and the Magic Notepad and the Artist Pro 22. Those are the 3 tablets that are up. And the first place is the Artist Pro 22, right? The Magic Note, they decided to give us, what'd you call it? The wireless, like, the Magic Drawing Pad, which is the iPad one, and the Magic Notepad, which is the smaller version of the iPad one, all right? Like, these guys are goated. Goated. I cannot express enough how little I could get done without these people. Okay? For context, okay, I'm just gonna switch. I'm gonna unusual thing before I actually start the stream. But for context, this is the cost of the first place prize. Okay? The Magic Notepad, which is the third place prize, costs this much, and the drawing pad, which is the first place prize, which are giving away, not the keyboard version, costs this much. Okay, and you get all the things that come with it. So, listen to me. If you have friends, if you have acquaintances, if you have anybody in the fucking world that just wants to make a good goddamn comic, doesn't even have to be long, send them to the website wordsandpictures.xyz. Send them to wordsandpictures.xyz right now, okay? They just need to get on there, log in, and submit a comic. It's super, super easy. You click submit a comic, you make your account, and you can submit a comic quickly. Entries will pop up, everyone's gonna read them, and the rules are literally right here. And yes, it remains the same. Fuck AI! Fuck you, Jeff Bezos. Oh, wrong guy. Fuck. Zuckerberg! Jensen Huang. I actually really like Jensen Huang for unrelated reasons, but whatever. Sam Altman, and fuck you, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 or whatever the fuck number game you were with your bullshit AI fucking awards. You guys don't know this. I play COD. I feel like every time I tell you about my life, you guys have to learn something horrible. I play Call of Duty, right? Ops 7, what's the thing? Trophies. Look, the Black Ops 7 trophies for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, the new one is just full of AI images. It's full of AI images. I'm not joking. There's AI images all over Black Ops 7. Like, constant. Look, this is it. Look, they've got the fucking shitty Ghibli AI art in the Black Ops 7, what you call it? I keep calling them trophies. They're not called trophies. But whatever, in the achievements, in the Chivos, they got this. I'm a COD player, okay? I cut my teeth in fucking OG COD. I played World of War growing up. I'm a Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 baby. I used to fucking no life MW3, right? I was deeply invested in Ghosts. Terrible storyline. But I loved the multiplayer because where I was growing up at the time, the only server that had low latency for me playing online was Ghosts. It's not down. Words and pictures, N, letter N, .xyz. Words and pictures.xyz. I'm gonna post the link in chat because I think I probably just should. Cool. Okay. Words and pictures.xyz. That's the rules page. Everyone, please go there. Tell your mom, tell your mom's mom, tell your mom's mom. Join and give me stuff. Oh, and if the website don't work, let me know. I'll make sure we check it out because you might have gotten banned. We shouldn't be getting banned, but it could have happened. Everyone, let me know if the website works. It should work perfectly fine. But if it doesn't, it'll be fixed by tonight. So keep that in mind and open it tomorrow morning. Anyway, more relevantly, let's go back to pretending like we're still at the start of the show. Yeah. Let's see. How's it going, bros? My name's PewDiePie. Bro. There's like 5 people in chat who I just gave fucking PTSD to. Welcome to another episode of the Webcomics Hubcast. I'm your boy, Nan. I'm sorry, in this episode 23, it's a full season of television. It's a full season of television. People are unsubscribing because I just did the fucking PewDiePie intro. I'm sorry. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Every like, every share, and every subscribe really helps the channel. It really, really does. I mean that. Thank you for coming to another episode. Today we're going to talk about 3 things. I want you to know that the 3 things are going to be the WEBTOON Investor Report. I'd love to talk about that. I'll talk about WEBTOON's move to short-form video. There's a lot to break down about what that means for us in the coming months. I want to talk about the Kakao investor presentation. I want to say something really quick before we go on. Kakao's investor presentation is weird, man. Like, the last 2 I've listened to have been weird. Maybe I didn't listen to the most recent one, but the last I've listened to have been weird because the guys in charge don't talk. Their secretaries talk for them. Oh, is the chat stuck? Oh no. let's. Oh wait, I know why it's stuck. I know why it's stuck. Stream room. Oh, oh, it's the wrong way. Wait, the chat's the wrong way. Oh, oh no. The chat's not stuck. It's the wrong way. Or is it not scrolling? It actually isn't scrolling. Don't shake the jail bars. Oh, that's rude. Where is it? The old chat. Okay. Thank you. Oh, it says bubble because I forgot to update the words because we've been so focused on the development of the website. I'll fix that by tonight. That's completely my bad. But yeah, it's we've been so focused on like literally every other part of chat of the website. Like I'm sorry. I'm actually really sorry. I feel like I've let you down now. Uh let's see if I fixed it. Hold on. I'm going to Okay. The new chat, the old chat, which is because I updated to the new chat. The old chat will not just to let you know will probably not update properly. Will not have the sorry, do not have the images and stuff that you guys liked. So be aware of that. Yeah, it should be fine now. Anyway, cool. Let's go over the Webtoon investor report. I think that's the most important thing. Oh yeah, I was saying because the Kakao investor report. Kakao's investor report is mega weird, guys, because they don't talk like the CEOs and CFOs and stuff don't talk, don't talk. Like their secretaries talk for them. It's mega weird. Also, I'm gonna just say something. I'm saying it because I can't hold my body together without talking about this, at least a little bit. I have been made aware of certain information that I'm not gonna lie to you is genuinely scary to me to know. Like, I've been told something truly fucking horrifying, and I can't tell you about it until I figure out how to talk about it. I just can't. Um, what I will say is this. What I will say is this. If you engage with any webcomic or comic company, any of them, especially the big four, and you have problems with them, just reach out to me. I have a tip line. It's literally tips@webcomicshub.co.uk. It's an encrypted email. It's literally on an encrypted server. No one can access it. And I didn't encrypt it myself. I paid someone to do that. And if you don't trust any of that stuff, message me. I have Signal. We're at this point. I have Signal. Okay? Message me on Discord. I'll give you my Signal. And we'll talk. We'll talk on Signal. Not all my Signal chats are private. Again, Signal is encrypted as well. You don't know what this is about, Tim. You don't. Like, I don't think you do. You can DM me if you think you do, but I don't think you do. But yeah, there's a lot to break down about what's happening right now in comics, and it's going to be a very interesting couple of months, to be quite honest with you. And I'm truly worried about how this year is going to end, like legitimately. And it's not just one thing; it's actually like two things. I don't want to tell you about the other two, but I will say this: hold your friends close and hold your comics closer. If you guys really like the website, I want you to know that you know, the Webcomics Hub collective stuff is basically going on swing from now to the end of the year. Yeah, the Webtoon stock nosedived. I'll talk about that. Webtoon did not meet their revenue. They did not meet their expected revenue goals. From what I remember, and this is me like spitballing here. I say spitballing. This is me trying to remember, like pull from my memory what someone told me. But basically, Webtoon's Q3 revenue was supposed to be. People were expecting 380 million US dollars, which is what they predicted. They made 378 million US dollars, which is more money than the year before. But Webtoon somehow lost money in terms of advertising revenue. So compared to last year, they made 10% less money from advertising. And when it came to people paying them, they only made 1% more money on payment, right? And almost all of the money that kind of covered up their revenue losses this year were from adaptations, IP adaptations. So that was the big thing that basically kept them from losing money. But the thing is, they were meant to make 380 million US dollars for this quarter. That was the projection. They missed the projection. End of conversation for some people. And that's reasonable, right? Especially because their costs have increased. We'll talk about that. In fact, let's just move on to that now. I think it's important to also say very quickly, I'm a Webtoon investor. I invested with the money from the patrons. Patrons told me to invest. I invested. Remember, very important and very, very quick thing. As I'm a Webtoon investor, couldn't give a fuck. But it's, you know, I just want to make sure I say it out loud. And if you want to support me in investing so that I can have access to companies more, give me money on Patreon. That will be great. Give me money on Patreon. Give me money on Patreon. Patreon.com/WebComics Hub. Okay. I bought it when it was $20. I still haven't made my money back. I've actually lost money right now. I bought it literally at open at $25, $21. Yeah, Webtoon's internal marketing. Yeah, I know. I broke even last podcast, and now I'm going to be losing money. In fact, let's get into it. Let's get to this. This is the shareholder letter. It's very important to discuss something here before we go in. Quick thing. Webtoons, okay. I want to talk about something really quick before we go deep. I wanted to get into it later, but let's just talk about this word, this evil word. Thrill Gates in chat already knows what's wrong with this word. He knows, Sam knows. But everyone, I want you to look at this word right here. All right, these two words, adjusted EBITDA. Let's talk about what EBITDA is. EBITDA is the company's earnings before, I think it's before, hold on one second. Let me just make sure before I say it right. EBITDA is the company's earnings before interest, so that's any interest they pay on any loans, taxes, so before they pay taxes, before they deal with what's called depreciation of value. So let's say you buy a car in 2022, right? Every year, a car loses value. And so owning that car, if let's say you spend $10,000 in that car in 2022, and it's lost like half its value every year, right? It's now worth $2,500. You don't have a $10,000 asset. You have a $2,500 asset. Calling it a $10,000 asset is a lie because you're saying that you're worth that much money and you're not. Just to make it clear. Anyway, so this is earnings before. This is saying how much money you made before you pay your taxes, pay interest on any loans you have, pay account for the fact that your assets lose value, and like account for any other major costs. Basically, that's it. It's a bullshit. And like EBITDA on its own is kind of just understanding if a company is made to understand if a company is making money and has too many costs, right? And then you can figure out how to cut costs. But when you see this term adjusted EBITDA, that's meaningless. Adjusted EBITDA means EBITDA, but we decided what counts as things to take out of the earnings. So sometimes companies straight up just take out how much they pay their employees. And quick question, chat, class. Do you stop paying your employees suddenly if you are a functioning company? The answer is no, by the way. The answer is no. But then they take that out, right? And they say that they made this much money, even though they would have still had to pay their employees, right? And so they never actually made that much money. That's like that's the adjusted EBITDA is a meaningless term. When you see it, know that a company is basically cooking their books legally cooking their books. It's not illegal, it's just fucked up. Anyway, as you can see, Webtoon made almost 9% more money year on year. This is compared to quarter 3 of last year, but we should remember quarter 3 of last year was really bad for Webtoon. This means nothing. And if you look, this is the most important thing. When you take all those costs away, right? When you take all those costs, when you account for all those costs Webtoon has, they lost $11 million this quarter. This is the most they've lost in a while, actually. Usually they lose about $1 million a quarter, maybe $10 million a quarter, but losing $11 million when you realize that last year they made $20 million is crazy. These are just the beginning numbers, by the way, right? And okay, if you want to see, by the way, how fucked up adjusted EBITDA is, this is how much money they lost, $11 million this quarter. This quarter basically means it's November now, so it basically means, but this is supposed to be for quarter 3. So it's basically supposed to be summer, the summer quarter, right? Yeah, it's bad. But look, just want you guys to see how bad adjusted EBITDA is. This is the amount of money, the amount of loss they made this year, $11 million this quarter, $11 million. This is what the adjusted amount is that they made. The adjusted EBITDA is so fucked up, it says that they made a profit of $5 million. Like, I just want you to understand, it's bullshit. It's a bullshit term. EBITDA on its own was already kind of a bullshit term, but together, it's a bullshit term. They can say this and then just say that they made real money when they didn't make any money. I can't fucking deal with it. Anyway, their Disney relationship, of course, is as strong as ever. I'm not gonna lie, I've been enjoying rereading the 2022 run of Amazing Spider-Man on the Webtoon platform, mostly because I don't want to pay for it again. I did like 2022 Amazing Spider-Man up to a point, so not really mad. And they're obviously bringing up a ton more comics. Something that GlobalComix is also doing with Marvel, but I don't know how this relationship is different. It looks like Disney's is just a deeper and more intricate relationship. And in fact, there's some kind of additional Disney Webtoon relationship that seems to be coming down the pipeline from 1 or 2 people I've spoken to. Don't know the depths, but it's something they're talking about. Of course, they continue to talk about the fact that they have deepened their relationship with a new partner, Warner Brothers. For context, if you don't know who Warner Brothers is, they own DC. This was kind of coming from the start. Webtoon making that early relationship with DC has led to the relationship with Warner Brothers getting deeper, and now they're working with WB Animation for adaptations. They're talking about 10 new Webtoon series going global, animated global, and that's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. In a year where we got Manji's Let's Play animated, and it's amazing, I have to admit it, the episode of Let's Play we watched was fun. It was really fun. And so, I'm waiting to see more Webtoon adaptations. I think we all are waiting to see more Webtoon adaptations. And so, this relationship is going to be great, and it means that creators that we love are going to get paid. That's the important thing here. They're going to get paid. You know what, Uruchan? I hope you get your animation. I don't even know if you fucking watch this garbage, but I hope you get your animation because you deserve it. Of all the people on the platform that deserves an animation, I have to say it, An Ordinary deserves the animation the most. No one deserves it as much as An Ordinary does. Not in a mean way, just in like she's put in the work, guys. I have to admit. And also, just a quick thing to talk about. Webtoon has continued more with video. So you guys already know on the Webtoon app, they've got that video section for the video comics. But here's a big thing they're talking about now as well. Cuts launched. Remember the Webtoon short form video platform I talked about, Cuts? It launched in Korea. It's been around since September, and people are uploading 2-minute videos on it. And it's crazy. Cuts is here, and fucking, what'd you call it? Vine is back. Vine is coming back. What is happening? And then a bunch of Saudi people are trying to buy Warner Brothers for $70 billion. Which, by the way, I want to be clear: $70 billion for Warner Brothers is actually an underpayment. I have to say, because WB contains WB Games, WB Animation, DC Comics, all the movies. I'm just saying, I think that it's weird. Yeah, Vine is back. It's called Divine, Divine. It's coming back under Jack Dorsey's whole like AT protocol, the whole like decentralized protocol that they did for Blue Sky. They're taking that over to Vine, and they even remade the account of people who had Vine accounts and re-uploaded all their videos. And so if you're an old Viner and you used to make videos and you want to claim on your account, and you were a big creator, you can just go do that. The thing now, Vine is back. Um, I don't even know what to say. Also, the Saudis didn't take EA. Embracer Group took EA, which is also partially funded by the Saudis. So really, you know, oranges and apples. Um, anyway, cuts is something they want to get more. They think is bringing more creators. Webtoon has been adamant about the fact that cuts is a meaningful experience, that video is a meaningful experience, and this is how they're going to bring in new creators for the new digital age that are multi-skilled and have multiple ways of approaching content creation. And they really do believe that. Cuts is coming up with about 1,000 creators right now in Korea. At some videos over 1 million views. I've been on Cuts. I have a Korean phone. I bought it. I'm gonna tell you that now. I bought a Korean phone number from somebody. It's basically attached to somebody's social security number. So there's this person who had to pay a lot of money to use the phone for. They're nice. They just get to download apps on the phone that's linked to their account in their life forever. I don't call anyone. I don't do anything else. I don't even take it anywhere. In fact, I keep it in a box in my room. I downloaded it. It looks all right. Like, that's it. It looks all right. I don't have anything deep to say about it. It's not like bad or anything. I couldn't understand any of the videos. So I don't know if anything's doing well, like proper. The comments, because my hunger is shit. It's like shitty TikTok. I think that's the best way to say it. Let me see if I can find screenshots. Let me see if I can find screenshots of the app. Where is it? Where is it? The logo looks like the one we talked about, by the way. I think I found screenshots of the app. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Here. This is screenshots. This is what Cuts kind of looks like. This is what it looks more or less. It's like shitty TikTok. Whoever said it's just TikTok, yeah, shitty TikTok. It's almost indistinguishable, if I'm being honest. But yeah. Also, I'm not sure it'll be successful in the English world. We're far less likely to spend money on the app. I don't think Webtoon cares about spending money on the app. They care about view counts. I think this is a loss leader for them. Their goal is to run this app to get people making content around comics and being more comic pilled. And then that way they get to basically push comic creation as like a direction. Because the reality is this. Webtoon has a long-term understanding of the place they're in. One of the reasons why Webtoon, despite being heavily invested in AI, is very not publicly outspoken about AI content generation, is because AI does not make new content. And AI does not have the parasocial relationship required to build a relationship with an audience and sell stuff. And they don't think it's going to come up. Their bet is that it's not going to happen. So Webtoon decided that it was better, and I agree to an extent, it was better for them to invest in the method for creators to be seen. And that's what this is saying. Because if creators are seen more, they have more lambs to slaughter. That's all it is. Yes and no, Inky, because the transition of Cuts to the English market could be one of two ways. It could be, obviously, like as you said, just bringing out a Cuts app, but it could also be Cuts becoming a channel on TikTok or page on TikTok and repost it. And it becomes part of Webtoon strategy of building audiences internationally because TikTok is really good at segmenting your audience for you. One of the things about short form video I found very fascinating. My editor was supposed to give me a short form video set so I could experiment with that. I'm sure they're working on it and have definitely read my DMs on Discord. And I'm saying this because they're in chat, so I know they know what I know they know I'm talking to them. Anyway, but short form video is really good at segmenting your audience, and so you could run cuts TikTok, right, as like a massive TikTok channel that puts out 200 videos a day. Doesn't fucking matter, right? 200-300 videos a day, and you could basically break into every language speaking market at the same time. Just repost them from your app, right? You could do that. You could literally own Instagram Reels. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's multiple avenues. It could also be a relationship with TikTok US because as of right now, TikTok US is going to be split off, and we might end up with also separate TikTok Europe. And so cuts making double relationships with both of those as some kind of integration of content would be beneficial for both. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, TikTok Europe about to be boring as hell. I'm sorry, I love this content, but nothing happens here. All the crazy shit happens in the US. Like that woman who fell in love with her fucking psychiatrist. That couldn't happen here. She just wouldn't have a phone if she started talking like that. Like, we need to be flexible in understanding the level of integration and how that's going to happen. Talking about IP stuff. I mean, we talked about this when we watched all the shows, all the movies. When we talked about the shows, movies, and adaptations that are coming out, and why I believe, and this is one of the reasons I believe adaptations. What I always like to call IP development is the future of comic creation. IP development is the only way to turn your $10 into $1,000. And what I mean by that is your comic is a $10 production. That's what it is. In fact, let's call it what it is. Your comic is a penny production. That's what it is. Your comic is a penny production. You paid a penny. It costs a penny to make. The only way you're going to start having pounds or dollars is if you take your IP and you develop it. And by development, that means making your books, making your stickers and other stuff, but also trying to find a way to get a show, which is a big way of making money. But that requires you doing all the other things before it, and that's a lot of work. But the thing is, doing it right is hard, but doing it right is worth it. It's a good, the revenue gain is crazy. And if you want to understand what I'm saying, let me put it to you like this. Every movie and TV show spends a fixed budget, and that budget needs to be doubled. That's what they expect from the return. So every movie and TV show is basically stacked in such a way as to double their budget on average. That includes with marketing, right? I'm not saying they always succeed. I'm saying they're poised to do that. And so when you look at it from an investment perspective, even if you only spend $50,000 on your animated version of your show, making $100,000 is huge. You just doubled your money. And there's a real chance you spend 50 grand and you make $1 million. Like it's not like in comics when that's a near zero chance. Video content is very, very viral and can be viral for very short periods of time, unlike comics that require long-term investment. And so having one good animated movie or even short do really, really well could quintuple your money. I want you to just think about it from an investment perspective for a second. The lift for the basically what I'm saying is the effort for the audience to promote you is lower than it is for a comic. Selling a comic is hard. Selling an animation is just bro. You don't get it. Do you see that moment where he's like, "Oh, you're approaching me, dog"? Like, dude, that scene literally sold JoJo to a generation of people, man. My students are watching JoJo, and I asked them how they got into it, and it was literally they saw a short that had that in it. That's it. Do you know what I mean? And Prison Break is making a resurgence among the young people because they see shorts with Prison Break clips in it. You need one good clip of yourself to go viral, and you're a millionaire. Again. I'm not, it's not as simple as that, but it is in some ways as simple as that. And that's why IP development is deeply important, and making those moves and moving in that direction is going to be a really big thing. And I have to admit, people like Manji paving the way for the industry by doing their own MIP development on their own cost has been meaningful and big, right, as an industry. Of course, Manji didn't do her first IP development herself, but the latest one that took her own effort and time and agents and finding animation studios and doing all that work is meaningful. Also, Americans, I need to ask you a question. What the fuck is a Tubi? You guys watch Tubi? Is it that good? Anyway, Webcomics Legend, Webtoon Legends, Webcomic Legends, the Webtoon contest was also really good. Oh, Trash Free TV? I see. Okay. The Webtoon contest went really well, was successful. Nothing much to talk about. I didn't even know who won. I didn't even track this year's one. I wanted to read every comic and track it. But if I'm being very honest with you, I opened the Webtoon, the Webtoon contest, and I was just really not interested. I read my friend's entries, but that was it. I was so close to reading 3,000 entries though. Like, I really wanted to do it. But do you know what discouraged me? I told my partner what I did last time, and I was like, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna read all 3,000 entries again. I'm gonna make a video on it. And then she straight up looked at me and said, "If you do that, if you do that, I'm taking you to a psych ward." So I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I was threatened. So your boy did not do it. I did not watch the content. Anyway, the main takeaways from Webtoon thing that is important to notice here is, I want you guys to look at this. Advertising revenue is down 10% on Webtoon. You probably all noticed it this year, especially the last quarter, but this year as a whole, your ad revenue is probably lower than usual. What it is, and this is the truth, is people are engaging with Webtoons and webcomics more than ever, more than they've probably done in the history of webcomics as a whole. But none of them are okay with the ad-supported platforms anymore. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One of the big reasons is the audience that started reading Webtoons in 2014 is now adult. They had old people back then, but the kids, they're now adults. In 10 years, they're old now. They're in their 20s, and they have a little disposable income, and they're willing to drop some of it on what they like, and they don't want to spend it. And those are the ones that haven't fallen off. Then also there's the additional reality that like people are looking for alternative platforms because people have specific niches they need fulfilled. One of the reasons why I think the collective is a meaningful thing to do is that people have really specific fucking niches. Like really specific. And like gathering creators that make that into one place, having a nice subscription platform is going to be meaningful. You don't want to pigeonhole yourself into becoming the romance platform. You want to be the platform that people are going to go read their weird, kinky werewolf porn and simultaneously be the place where they read their wholesome fucking grocery store AU. Yeah. The fucking rotten food shit is stressing me out, man. I saw the video from what's her name again? Not Mrs. Zizi. That fucking New Zealand girl with the piercings and the obsession with My Little Pony and like Barbie. Oh, it's Barbie. It's not My Little Pony. Izzy, yeah, I saw Izzy. I saw her video on it. Her video on it. Like I don't even want to get into it. Also, yeah, economy's mega down. Advertisers are just spending less money. Advertising less return, they're spending less money. That's it. So impressions are paying less. Everything is paying less in the free space. So, even Webtoon is deeply aware of it, and ad revenue is down. But it's also important to recognize that Webtoon, because they're aware of it, has started trying to make a subscription coin system. And I think it's going to work for them, but I think obviously subscription should not be limited by anything. It's important to recognize that. It's also important to recognize that, like, this time last year, Webtoon was making more money. The growth has slowed down significantly. And, it might pick back up again, but it means that, like, right now, Webtoon is at a weird point where they might have peaked and they might be at the peak of what you can get in this industry if they continue to operate as this single point of call. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get into talking about the Cacao investment report. but let's take a small break because I know you guys are already bored a little bit. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story. I bought a book. You guys want to see a really actually no? Do you guys want to see a really fucking cool book that you should all buy? It's very expensive, but it's very worth it. It's a. I'm gonna show you. Life Noble. Buy this book. You can buy it on Amazon or wherever you get your book. Buy this one, the Noble Note. I own the B5 copy, so buy these. They come in 3 different versions. This one is unlined. This one is lined, like regular straight lines, and this one is graph line. So, like squares. Buy it. It's really good. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. Give me a second. Let me hook my camera up. My desk is a mess. If anyone judges, I swear to God, I will never stream again. If a single one of you judge me, I will never, ever, ever stream again. I want that to be known. I want that to be said. Okay? Okay. Okay. So, this is my desk. Hi, everyone. This is my copy of a Life Noble. This is a B5 copy. Pretty big. Comes with 100 sheets of paper. This is the kind of paper. I've been designing a product. Don't worry about it. But this is the paper. So see, the edge opens up all the way. There's no like edge of a book like in a normal notebook. You know what I'm talking about? And also, check it out. You can rip pages out, and because of the way the binding is, the opposite page doesn't come out. This book is like sturdy as shit, and like it doesn't fall out. It's really good. Just thought it'd be good to share. Also, I think it's a great book. Also, get yourself some Jetstream pens. That's all. See, so some Uniball Jetstream pens. I love this book. It's like my favorite notebook right now. I've been using it for everything. It's like £15, but it's actually really hard to buy from the company because it takes a while to show up. Again, like they come in lined, grid, and plain. So I would just get the plain one. Yeah, I use the Uniball Jetstream. It's my pen. Dude, I'm deep in stationery. You guys don't know this because I don't talk about it, but I'm deep in stationery hell. I own a ton of like trendy stationery because I'm a weirdo who loves having good stationery. For a short period of time I had to return it because I just this is line. This is grid line. So this one is grid line. You know, like a graph paper. I want to just say, and this is gonna be my fucking my fucking big claim to fame, right? I own the Kurutoga dive, the mechanical pencil. I don't know if you guys have seen that, any Kurutoga mechanical pencils, but just for context, the Kurutoga dive is $100 mechanical pencil, and the tip rotates. The eraser is really good. The body's made of metal, and the cap is magnetic. So when you uncap it and you put it on the other side, it magnetically like locks in. And I bought it. I spent $100 of Patreon money on it, and I was like so proud of myself. And then I immediately returned it because I couldn't mentally justify spending $100 on a pencil. So I returned it. But yeah, that's it. Uh, yeah, it's the one that spins. It's the one that spins. It's this one. I'm just gonna show you. But yeah, truly, get yourself a Noble Note. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Get yourself one of these. Trust me, you're gonna if you hand draw a lot, if you pencil hand draw a lot, get yourselves a Kurutoga. Get yourself any Kurutoga at this point because they're all really good. The dive is very expensive, but all the Kurutogas are really, really good. They're all from Uni, the Uniball company that I think is now owned by. No, they bought Lamy, the German pen company. But anyway, get yourself any Kurutoga pencil. They're great. They're awesome, and I think all of them now have the spinning thing. I'm deep in stationery. Do you want to know what the best piece of stationery is? Who wants to know what the best piece of stationery is? No joke. I'm going to show you the best piece of stationery right now. The best stationery item, without a doubt, 100% is a fucking laminator. Oh my God. The single greatest piece of stationery to ever grace this earth is a laminator. Nothing could meet the peak of a laminator. Compact, right? Easy to use, right? Like fucking keeps your products easy, good. Any quality, any price point is equally as good as any other price point. There is no reason to buy an expensive fucking laminator. Buy the cheapest laminator you can get yourself some decent enough thermal lamination film, and you can laminate everything and preserve your memories for eternity. Get a laminator if you don't already have one. Trust me. Get a laminator. It is the single best piece of stationery I own. Oh no, wait. Like I have one. I will also say this, and this is the final thing I want to say. If you print at home, I recommend invest. This is my final thing on stationery, by the way. Print at home, I recommend investing in a Brother printer. Just get yourself a Brother printer, everyone. Their printers are expensive. You can often get them used because offices often buy them for very cheap. If you buy them used for very cheap, they're very easy to repair. And what's great about them is all of their cartridges are hacked. Brother charges crazy high numbers on their printers because all their cartridges are hacked. They know their cartridges are hacked. So there's no need to buy the cartridges for them. You can refill them. Heck, they even have a fucking tank printer. They have a tank printer. It's like very expensive. But dog, look at it. Look at it. You can buy any ink and put it in there. There's no verification process. Just fucking buy a Brother printer, man. It's a printer, scanner, everything. And it's like fucking ink, not inkjet. I think it's inkjet. Just saying. Thank you for coming to stationary comics hub. Epsons are good. Epsons are good. Uh, no, people, no. Okay, like Sam, you're joking, but it's true. It's true. People don't want you to buy a Brother printer. When you go to stores and you're like, I want to buy a printer for my house, even when the Brother printer is comparable prices, people take you to the fucking HP section because HP gives them a kickback because then you can keep going and buy ink and the ink is pricey. My HP printer cost me 40 pounds. Guess how much the ink cartridges are? 70 pounds. Do you know how many things I print for the 70 pounds? Like 40 pages of shit color. Fuck me, no more of this. I'm throwing that printer in the bin as soon as I buy a Brother. Okay, I used to have a Brother in my old house, but but it got broken in the move. I'm getting a Brother again. I'm going back to who I love. No, this is not my special interest. My special interest is actually comic. Who would have fucking thought, right? My special interest is comic. Shock, horror. Anyway, cool. Stationery. Everybody happy with the stationery? The stationery diversion. Get yourselves a Noble notebook. Get yourselves a Kurotoga pencil, any pencil. Get yourself a Uni Jetstream ink pen. Get a 0.7 millimeter nib. The 0.5 is too thin. And get yourself a Brother printer. And get yourself a laminator. Any laminator. They're cheap. If you get yourself all those things, you'll be happy. Hobonichis. Wait, hold on. Let me look it up. I might know it, but I don't know the name. Wait. Do you mean their fucking? If it's their pencil case, I love their pencil case. They have like a really good pencil case. It's almost as good as that one that like makes a pyramid. Um, I love their pencil case. I've seen them before. I love their Moomin series. Oh, they have planners. I've never even looked into that. I love their Moomin series of books. And like they have these they call them techos, and they have like all the other stationery. They have like a ton of Moomin stuff. My nephew is one, and he loves Moomin. He loves Moomin like crazy. So of course I love their Moomin stuff. But I've never even looked at their planners. I don't like planners. I don't understand why people like planners. I think planners are shit. I'm just gonna say it here. Planners are like one of the worst things ever because why would you structure your life in a rigid manner with which there is no breakaway from the nightmare that is who you are as a person? You can really tell that I'm autistic because I just said that. You can really feel the autism in me because I just openly explained why I don't like planners because I don't like the way I am when I plan things. But if all you do is use them as a to-do list, then you just need to get a fucking book. Just get any notebook. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Then just get any notebook. If it's for decorating, get any notebook. You don't need a planner. Planners, listen. Big Plan wants you to organize your fucking life. Don't let them control you, all right? Don't let them control you. Listen, all right? Listen to me, true believers. I'm gonna save us all from the treachery of Big Planner, all right? You don't understand. These people are trying to put chemicals in the water that make us plan our lives. Don't fall for it. Listen to me, all right? Listeners, you live in a free America, all right? You live in a free America, and a free America means no more planning. Get yourself a Noble Life notebook. Get yourself any notebook you want. Never buy a planner, all right? and always buy our nootropics from our website, webcomicshub.co.uk. I'm never gonna get over how funny I am. Anyway. No, because I'm fucking right. I'm right. Planners are stupid. Hold on, wait, chat. Real talk. Everybody in chat needs to participate. None of this fucking drawing and listening to me, Shy. I need your opinions. Do you use a planner? Be honest. Be honest. Do you actively, properly use a planner? Be fucking honest with me and yourself right now. Do you properly use a planner? Be honest. I just want everyone to type in chat yes or no. Outlook calendar does not count, cheese. It does not count. You need to have a physical book planner you sit and use. The calendar does not count. I just buy them once the blue because I wish I was the kind of person who used them. Inky, shut the fuck. Yeah, I use a planner. It's my brain. You're a dick. I used one when I was in school for a bit. Okay, so no one's ever used a planner. I use a spreadsheet and then I ignore my schedule and then I use a calendar. Then why do you even make the spreadsheet? Why do you even make the spreadsheet? What is the point? Hika, you don't count. You have a special flavor of autism that makes you want to use a planner. You don't count, all right? I'm talking to the real ones out here. All right, the ones in the trenches, okay? I don't listen to your fucking hoity-toity California bullshit. My partner desperately trying to help me keep it organized. No one uses a fucking planner, so just get yourself a good notebook. Get yourself a good notebook, all right? Because in a notebook, guess what? You can make a notebook anything you want. You can bullet journal. You cannot bullet journal because bullet journaling is for psychos, okay? You can design products. You can draw diagrams of wiring. You can spend 5 pages of your own notebook planning your fucking webcomic collective and then drawing big diagrams and drawing dicks all over the place. That's the freedom that a notebook gives you. Sam, you have an assistant? I'm not gonna lie, Sam. You writing you have an assistant is quite literally the single most upsetting thing I think I've ever seen you write. And I have never felt more disconnected from you in my entire life. Like I thought we were bros. I thought we were like literally like a piece in a pod. But honestly, fuck off. Anyway. To plan his boofing sessions is fucking insane. For any DIY notebook planners out there, if you bullet journal, do it in the official way, not the Instagram way. If you bullet journal, fucking get a hole in your head. I said it. If you bullet journal, I want you to take an ice pick. I want you to stick it up your nose. Fucking stupid. Bullet journal. Dumbass. I have so much rage for bullet journalists, and no one even knows why. Oh, God. I lost a viewer because I said I hate bullet journaling. Honestly, reasonable crash out. Reasonable crash out. I respect you for leaving. Remember, I love you. Okay. I lost a viewer because I said I fucking hate bullet journaling. Truly, I've peaked as a content creator. Oh, they came back. Okay, cool. Fine. Whatever. We move. Anyway, let's talk about the Webtoon press release. So sorry, Webtoon, the Cacao investors release. I want to say a quick thing, by the way. Also, I've been reading investor releases, and this is me coming completely back to content, by the way. So let's end our conversation and get back here. I've been reading the investor reports from multiple people now. There's one I saw the other day that was the investor report for a webcomic company. I think they're called Kuhari. I haven't gone too deep into it, but they were making a lot of money. They're like a webcomic company. They were making a lot of money. So it's telling me that like the webcomic companies, the ones that consolidate, basically what the webcomic company thing told me when I did a quick brief overview of it is that consolidation of content has led to, but any consolidation of content is the only way to make money in this industry right now. And so places like webcomic companies and collectives and of course Webtoon type locations are the places to actually monetize this industry properly. Mostly because of the long tail of any consolidated comic environment. What I mean by that is if everyone's together in one place, it's easier to generate revenue, and that revenue is easier to then divert to the most valuable or the most meaningful or the most whatever content as and when needed to ensure that that content gets enough money to be able to grow wings and fly. And so that's something that's important to bring up. Anyway, God, that was bad. Anyway, Cacao's investor reports Q3. Q3 for Cacao has been interesting because this is the most money they've made in a while. Cacao is up, not by much, but by a little bit. In fact, Cacao is up so much that their media, and all of it's coming from their music. Their media is down. What their media entails, if I just scroll down to it, not advertising, not game, not music, their media or content environment involves Picoma, their webcomic platform, which, while it has grown 2%, generally has not been doing very well, making 128 billion won, 128 million dollars, give or take. And generally, their media also includes their other and anime entertainment also includes their other comic collective comic stuff, their Helix Shorts tool, everything to do for content creation. Overall, content creation for them is not making a lot of money. It just isn't. There's no deep thing to talk about here, but it's important to recognize that Cacao has been trying to basically cut off all of this, like a fucking growth. They tried to sell all of their entertainment division a few years, like a year ago, and they probably are planning to sell all their entertainment section another year from now. It's just important to recognize because it's not making them as much money. In fact, they're losing money in the entertainment section. They're not really getting a lot of money from Picoma alone. And I don't even think Picoma is breaking even. And Picoma is also a larger Japanese company. And their media ventures, while increasing in overall value, are not really giving them a lot of money either. Because if you compare all of this, I want you to look at this. The biggest number we see here is $127 million. Check this out. This is music, $500 million. This is gaming. Gaming on its bad month is doing more than Picoma. Gaming is on its bad quarter is doing 154 million, right? Picoma is growing and is doing only 127. Gaming on its bad quarter is doing 154 million, right? Their other platform work 450 million. This service they run for search queries that isn't even a serious thing, 73 million, half of what Picoma makes, right? Their commerce stuff 200 million, advertising 300 million. Entertainment for them is it's a cancer. It is a cancer that they cannot get rid of, and they are planning to, and they have tried to, and it's been very difficult because nobody wants to get into the entertainment business because right now we are in what I like to call the precipice of an economic crash. What if I use Patreon money to buy tapas when Cacao sells it? I will. I really would. If I had enough, look, I'm going to tell you this now. If I had enough Patreon money, I would have bought tapas a long time. Like I would have put an offer in for tapas ages ago. I'd have been paying debt on tapas for the rest of my life. Like I wouldn't even have minded. If I was the kind of YouTuber that was making like $100,000 a month from Patreon, which some people do, I would have bought tapas. Time, time, time ago. Anyway, my point I'm making to you is like right now in the current economic market, we're at the precipice of what I like of what I see as an economic downturn that's coming. It's going to be hard. It's going to be probably a pretty hard recession. I don't know how hard it's going to hit. I don't know how it's going to hit. I don't even know when it's going to hit. But I think we're really close to the edge of it hitting. And the reason I bring that up is because in a market like that, people are less likely to part with their money. And as such, entertainment becomes one of the first things they cut off. Now, the thing is, in the current environment, people are depressed. And so entertainment is actually not what they're cutting off, although usually that's what they usually would. In the current environment, they're so depressed that they're actually mainlining entertainment more than ever, right? And so even though Cacao can see that like there's money to be made, the work it takes to actually convert those depressed people into revenue is too much. You can even see that on WEBTOON, they're losing ad revenue, right? That means few people are seeing ads, few people are paying for ads. And so the problem here at hand is to figure out how to directly monetize these people. And even though they're depressed, it doesn't guarantee that they have money. And so, it's not a great time to be an entertainment company. It's not a great time to be in education, entertainment, or anything in terms of business. It's only really good to make oil right now, or apparently build doomsday bunkers for the rich, wealthy conservatives and liberals. So, I mean, it's an interesting time. Anyway, and I want to talk about one last thing. It's not on here, but I think it's important to get. I have been informed. I'm going to say this in a very clear way. Please do not misunderstand me. Please do not make conclusions from what I'm saying. Please hear exactly what I'm saying, and please consider reaching out to me if you know. You are promised confidentiality, you are promised security, and you are promised that things will only go out as and when everything is put together. I have been given information that makes me understand that things at Hivework are not good. And I mean more not good than what we publicly know. I don't know exactly how not good. And even if I did, I couldn't tell you at this moment. But I know that it's really, really fucking bad, and that the most recent news that I've heard about is really, really fucking bad. I want to be able to put this together into a cohesive story to tell people, because I think people deserve to understand and know about Hivework. I'm really hoping that people who work there or used to work there, doesn't matter how long ago, would reach out to me and be willing to speak to me. All, of course, confidentially, until I build together the news together. This is the spooky info. This is part of the spooky info, Django, I talked about at the beginning. I think it's something that should be spoken about in a public forum. And I think that the entire story of Hivework, good and bad, is something that needs to be discussed by us as an industry and us as a community. Truly, I mean this. Nothing I ever want to talk about is salacious. I am the least salacious person. Because if I was more salacious, I would cover news as and when it happens. But as you can see, I'm often pretty late by design. So please, if you know someone who works at Hiveworks, if you work at Hiveworks, reach out to me. Just let me know. If you've ever created a Hiveworks and you've talked to people who work there, let me know what it was like. Even if you're going to tell me the same thing 10 other people have told me, it is still useful for me to know. I really want to build this story because I think it is meaningful and useful. Hiveworks is such a bastion. Someone said in chat, it has been such a bastion of webcomics online culture. And watching it slowly evaporate has been probably one of the scariest things that has happened to me in a long time. I know, I'm talking, that kind of more ethereal fear. So please reach out. And also join the Webcomics fucking thing. Fuck, I forgot what it was called. Let us go back. Also, join the Words and Pictures Comic Jam, everyone. Words and Pictures Comic Jam is live right now. You can submit your comic and you can win yourself a tablet because XP Pen is goated. Pray for our sins. Anyway, join the Webcomics Hubcast, the Webcomics Hub Comic Jam. It is the funnest thing I'm doing. It's 30 days until the 17th of December, at which point all submissions will close, and I will announce the winner on Christmas Day, most likely, but I'll need to basically fucking cocaine sniff, do all the work. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to your entries. You have 30 days until the end of the thing. I'm going to update some information so you know. Just click submit a comic, make an account, and you can get to submitting. It lets you submit in either page format or vertical scroll, okay? Voting exists. It's just a star thing. We have a thing. We've made everything. It's really, really cool. It's really, really cool and really easy to use. And if you have any problems, just reach out to me or join the Webcomics Hub Discord. I have a lot of other, when I word on her picture and she onlines. And if you're wondering what the theme is about, the online theme, it literally is just about being online, making online, getting online, anything you have in your life that's related to online. Our themes are open for the sake of interpretation. So give yourself a deep look. The email notification is going out today. That's why you don't know about it, Rosie. The email notification is going out today. The stream is not done yet. I need to show you guys a book. Anyway, option to get feedback. No, we did not put comments in. It was just too much work. I think during the stream, during the thing, we might figure out the comments and put it up because the thing is, this is for the final website anyway. A lot of this tech is going into the words in the Webcomics Hub, collective website. And so, keep that in mind. Anyway, I need to show you guys a book. Did I tell you I got a book today? Well, not today, it was 2 days. I can't, where's the copy with the good cover? Because the creator would get so mad at me if the copy with the bad cover. I really wanted to do comments, but it just wasn't working out. I feel like I should start showing you guys a book every stream. Oh, feedback from the judges. Yes, the judges are me. I'm gonna get one more person to help me out for the final judging, and so the top 10 people will get feedback from all the judges involved, but everyone else will get feedback from me. So I want to be clear. It may not be good feedback. It may just be like a one-liner. Be prepared for that, because I'm gonna try and make Christmas. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Anyway, where the fuck is this book? I literally had this book just now. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think this is the bad cover. This is the bad cover. The creator's gonna get watch. Okay, here's the good cover. Alright. Just think of the theme. Think, express you. Remember, this is about online, anything online. Just getting online. What did the internet mean to you? What did getting access to the world, to the information superhighway do for you? How did it connect you to people? What does it mean for you to be on the internet? What about just being angry on the internet? You can write about what the internet has brought to your life, what being online has been like for you. Gaming, in fact, is included. You know? Online is as generic as it is for a reason. All right, chat. Time for me to show you a book. Let's fucking go! My favorite webcomic is finally in physical form. Guys, it's happened. If you watch my streams, you know I talk about Momo GG quite often. I'm not lately, but quite often. And the book for Blackburn is out. You can read Blackburn on Webtoon, but like this has been the happiest I've been. I actually now own every Momo GG book, including Mount Draco and everything else. I love their book. I love their books. I love their content. It always speaks to me in like a deep way, legitimately. And so I just wanted to show. This is the book I want to show this week. I feel like I should do this more often because, you know, I have a pretty big library of books. 1 second. Ugly ass. Like, I have a pretty big library of books. Like if you see back there, you know, my books. These are all my Hiveworks books. Just bought these. You know, no, I bought these a few months ago. I have a ton of Hiveworks books. Did you know I own every copy of Twilight? Did you guys know that I own every copy of Twilight? I've definitely talked about it on stream. They have a ton of books, and I'd love to show you all of my books. I'd love to sit down and just show you every book I have and tell you about them. Anyway, Blackburn, to be more focused. Blackburn is a story about these two boys who are werecats. I do not own the Gender Bent Twilight. That's the one book I don't own. It's about these two boys who are werecats and the girl Lillian, and like living in this town. It involves magic. It involves people being really fucking annoying. It's pretty cool. There's only one team to be, Team Edward. Being Team Jacob means that I'm a weird pedophile. I'm gonna be so upfront. No one is Team Jacob unless they have a personality defect. For real. For real, for real. There's no reason to be Team Jacob unless you have a personality defect or you're mentally ill. Like I say it now, here and now, with my whole chest. The only people who were Team Jacob were the deeply mentally ill girls from secondary school. Straight up. I said it. I'm right. He's a 16-year-old boy, and she's 18, and you're asking her to bone him. Are you fucked up? And then he's like mega aggressive and abusive. Like, that's before he was fucking her. Oh my fucking, get off this Edward is 10,000 years old bullshit. Shut up. Shut up. That never matters. He's 18. Edward is forever 18. That's the problem. That's the problem. He's forever 18. Even mentally, he's forever 18. Like, let's be for real for a fucking second. Let's be for real for a second, please. All right? Jacob is quite literally a child who has, by the way, fantasized about fucking his cousin. That they talk about this in the story, about how everyone's seen their one cousin naked because they all have to get naked to transform into wolves. And like, if you think about her naked, she'll hear about it. And she's heard about it from people thinking about her naked. Guys, let's be serious. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. Like, I'm not even fucking around. Let's be serious for a second. Jacob is like incredibly unviable. Jacob is like, yeah. Oh, you don't know about when they talk about how like so the wolves are all boys except one of them is a girl. One of the werewolves is a girl. Right? Oh, in fact, let's even get to that. The wolves normalize like the wolves normalize abuse constantly. One of the werewolves' wife has like permanent full body scars because the werewolf went crazy one time and scratched the shit out of her. So she has like full body deep claw marks in her face and shit. But whatever, let's ignore that part real quick. We're on a fucking Twilight thing. Just to keep in mind that all the werewolves are guys except one who is a girl, which is the only girl in the pack. And when all the werewolves want to transform, because they're all straight guys, and she's the only girl. It was just a mutation. Everyone's weirded out by it. Nobody understands why. But she's the only girl werewolf, and she's their cousin, by the way. So they all have to get naked so they can turn into wolves. Otherwise, their clothes rip. So they all get naked together. And apparently, all the guys are straight. Whatever. And so they've never found out. But when she became a wolf, they would like see her naked, and then they were talking about how like you had to make sure you didn't watch her while she was changing, or even like catch a glimpse, because when the wolves transform, they can read each other's minds. Like they can all read each other's minds constantly. And so if you transform and you've seen her naked, even just the background thought of, oh, she has big boobs, it's gonna go to everybody. That's in the story. That's in the story. This is not, I didn't make this up. Also, Kendrick Lamar is in the movie. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, but she's Mormon. She's Mormon. Kendrick Lamar's the movie. Probably my single greatest product. But no, like it's important. Yeah, Kendrick's in the first Twilight movie. He's the black vampire. He's the only black vampire. That's Kendrick Lamar. Did you not know this? Nobody knows this? Is this just me? supposed to be. At least he's supposed to be, from what I understand. You know, this might be where I found out that this might be how I found out it's misinformation. But like, he's supposed to be the black vampire in Twilight. So, I need to look up Twilight Black Vampire because he mentioned it in All Right. Oh no, it's not Kendrick Lamar. I was lied to. No, wait, no. He's in the fucking. He's not in Twilight. He's in the parody of Twilight. I think he's in like Love Bites or whatever. I think he's in that or something. I think he's at. I forget what it's called. Fuck. The Twilight parody. Is it Love Sock? Love Socks? Love Sucks? No, because he is. He talks about it, but I don't remember where it is. Because okay. So in literally in fucking All Right, I'm opening fucking. Look at me. I'm on fucking genius.com. It's over for me, man. It's over. I'm on fucking genius.com. Where does he say painkillers almost put me in a twilight? This line. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a reference to him being in Twilight, apparently. That was where I remember it. And that's it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter. Hey, I did journalism in front of all of you. Did I research this information? Yes. Did we clarify it together? Yes. I got apparently. Whatever. This is not important enough for me to like actually research. It's not comic news. Whatever. Fuck you people. You're actually mean people. Why would you scare us like that? Wait, hold on. Stop 1 second. Do you not want Kendrick Lamar to be in the hit movie Twilight? Does Twilight have a comic adaptation? Are you actually being serious? Is there a comic of Twilight? Oh yeah, no, there is a comic of Twilight. Yeah, I don't own that. I don't own that. Oh shit. There's a whole comic. Wait, is there a whole series? Oh my god, volume 2? How many volumes? I don't have the Twilight comics, and I don't have the Twilight Gentleman. Yeah, I know, I don't have those. This is so fucking weird, man. Wait, I know that name. I know that name, Young Kim. I feel like I've seen that name before. Have I seen that name before? It wasn't just in Twilight. Wait, so it's Twilight in 2 volumes and then New Moon in 1 volume. Is there no New Moon volume 2? Did they get canceled? Interesting. I'm gonna buy the Twilight comics and review them live on stream. The thing is, I have like such an eidetic memory of Twilight, but I only watched the movies once. I've read the books like repeatedly, but I only watched the movies once. Friend the Kendrick Lamar, I don't mind. It's whatever. I think it doesn't matter. The thing is, I don't care enough about Kendrick Lamar. No, that's a lie. I care about Kendrick Lamar. I don't care enough about Twilight to verify information about Twilight. Right? Like, this is not deeply meaningful to me. But I guess it's comic news. So you know what? I was wrong, everyone. I was wrong, and I want to retract my earlier statement. I want to retract my earlier statement. Thank you. It's apparently in my local library. So I can go to my local library and get it in Redbridge. Oh, cool. All right, I can't get over us all, like, me spreading misinformation and then debunking it in like 3 minutes. I just fucking can't. The thing is, I don't remember where I heard it from, but I remember hearing it and being like, huh, interesting. And then just taking it on and never thinking about it again because it was so unimportant. But you know what? I was wrong. I was deeply wrong, and I let you guys down, and I'm sorry. I want to be clear. Unironically, I'm really sorry. I spread misinformation. But I corrected myself. So none of us have left with misinformation. I hope we can all find it in our hearts to forgive me. And if you forgive me, I want you to go to patreon.com/webcomicshub and give me money from as little as $1 a month. Hank Green is right. I agreed with it. I was like, that'd be cool. I just didn't think about it. Um, Hank Green is right. The thing is, you know what bothers me is this like misinformation thing doesn't bother me, but misinformation as a whole generally bothers me because we live in such a low trust society right now that like I want you guys to be able to trust me wholeheartedly. And so I generally try to say mostly the truth. So when I say something wrong, it annoys me, but it doesn't like upset me. Whoever clicked out of the stream after I said that is a moron. And I don't feel bad for them at all. Fuck that person, man. Like, the hell? What if someone clicked off my stream? What if your mom clicked off my stream? Get off my dick. What are you doing? I was like so unnecessary. I'm sorry. I was just really mad because you said something so absurd. And then my immediate reaction was to be hyper defensive. I apologize. uh, uh, Jesus Christ. This stream. Is this what you guys want? Is this the streams you want? Fucking stationary bullshit. And bullshit about like I literally went. I did this thing. Do you know what I did? I did that thing Joe Biden did at the end of his presidency where he like fucking locked in and the dementia went away and he was like, there is a secret cabal of oligarchs and the wealthy seeking to dismantle this nation. And then I immediately went from there back to being fucking dementia pilled. And I went, by the way, Kendrick Lamar, am I right? No, I literally. Oh God, it's happening to me, guys. I'm fucking Joe vibing. I'm Joe vibing. It's over. Dark Brandon has entered my body. Oh my God. It's actually Jover for real. Hey, never say that my live streams are not very informative and deep. I hope you guys have learned a lot today about the current political and economic state of the world right now. You know what I'm saying? I hope we've learned a lot. It's free from Trump Yowie. Thank you. I learned it is in fact Jover. Hey, remember to like the video, like the current stream you're watching, especially when you guys like live. It actually really helps a ton. Remember to comment on the stream when it's done and up and everything. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to stuff on the channel. I really love you guys for that. Webtoon's down, Cacao up. Webtoon's Cacao actually down, but up kinda. And Webtoon's down. Words and pictures, good. But is Tapas up? Well, Cacao owns Tapas, so that's the only way we can really know anything about what's going on there. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tapas is kind of a shambling company. Look, from everything I've heard from people in the background, I'm just gonna come out with it right now. Studio Tapas is a flop. So remember when Tapas decided to coagulate into one company, like coagulate all the purchase into Studio Tapas? From everything I've heard in the background, Studio Tapas is a flop. It is deeply disorganized. They've had to lay off a ton of people, and nothing is going the way anyone wants it to go. The goal was for Studio Tapas to become this funnel. The idea being that, Wuxia World, one of their acquisitions, and Radish would like all provide content directly to Tapas for comics, and then Tapas would basically, following the success of T-Bait and the animation for T-Bait, would basically roll forward with turning all the content that they've adapted from the novels in Radish and Wuxia World into comics, into movies and stuff. It seems to be a combination of the of just the people who are available, not being able to do their jobs. But also, dude, Tapas just didn't have a lot of money, and when Kakao bought it, it just wasn't well managed. Kakao was poorly. Again, Kakao trying to get rid of all its entertainment stuff. They did not want to manage. They acquired Tapas and then realized they didn't want to do any of this. So it's kind of fucked things over on their end, to the point where like Tapas Cacao relationship with K Comics Beat seems to no longer be a thing. Like I don't remember where I learned this, but like Tapas was supposed to have some kind of relationship with K Comics Beat, a meaningfully good one, and apparently it didn't go. It's not going anywhere anymore. So that's unfortunate. None of these things are bad things. These are just the things of life. These things just happen. But it is interesting that this is where we've ended up. You know? Uh, yeah. Tapas falling off was entirely of their own doing, and this new website is cringe and gross. And yeah. Also, I just want to say for people who are waiting for the GlobalComix AMA, I think I said at the beginning of the stream, I had some problems in my life, kind of got in the way of me getting to the GlobalComix streams, but I'm hoping to get to them as soon as I can. The GlobalComix stream with the creator, with the CEO to talk about what's going on and where things are going. Yeah, I have all these reservations and thoughts about GlobalComix, and I hear things that bother me. I hear things that put a little bit of fear in me about where this place is going, because I want to say this really clearly. It may always seem like I'm very pessimistic, but I'm really not. I don't want to be pessimistic. I have a deep belief in the fact that people want to do the best they can for this industry. My problem is that sometimes I think that the people who want to do the best they can for the industry and the people who make decisions are not the same people. And so it often leads to a negative environment for what is expected. I will still say, if you were planning to get your books printed and you got your numbers from Mixam and you didn't like your numbers at Mixam, I would give at least Comics Wellsprings GC printing a try. It's 10% off right now, and I think it's kind of worth it if the Mixam print that you wanted to do was more expensive. So keep that in mind. And these guys are comic pros, so they're more likely to like at least comic printing pros. So I hear they're good. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't printed with them, but I hear they're good. So they might be more likely to get your print right the way you want them. I'm actually speaking to some Estonian printers for the collective right now. So, I'm hoping that also works out. There's a lot of work to do. So, support me, like my stuff. Keep me in your minds and hearts. And when I post things like words and pictures, please get everyone you know to make accounts and join in. Because I need all the help I can get. I would love to do that, actually. In fact, I think I should do a big video. I'm not going to suggest my website. I don't think I am the number one place for people to go to right now. And in fact, I think I won't be that person for like 2-3 years. Like, I genuinely believe that the goal of the Webcomics Collective is to become everyone's best second home. Like, your favorite second job. No. I don't think hosting your website is actually that good. I think it's bad. I've always thought it was bad. I think it's good for you and your security, but I've always thought it was bad, quite frankly. To be very blunt, I'm deeply anti-personal website because personal websites are not marketable. Like, they're not. They have not adapted to the current age of content production, which is the big reason why I've never talked about Comcraft, but the big reason why I deeply believe um in like a collective having its own like really sleek website is because personal websites are ass. They do not reach people. Let's check out Comcraft. I didn't talk about them, but one of my friends got reached out to by them. This is my friend's comic. He makes this. Um, I don't remember what their whole deal was. I think their deal was you got a web shop. Namikomi is it right now. I would say it's safe, but it's got some readers. Um, This way, oh yeah, I did talk about Comcraft actually. I remember saying I don't understand this place. Like I don't understand what its purpose is. Also, the website loads really slow, and that pisses me off. Like the website, when you go up here, it slows down. Like, do you see that lag? Okay, I'm gonna emphasize. I'm scrolling now, now, now. Do you see the small, like the very slight lag? And then like here, everywhere else is fine. It's literally rendering this object is apparently too much for the website to do. What what framework are they? Let's see. Is this a Next.js? Yeah, this is a Next.js website. Things I'm using Next.js for the comic collective thing. Next.js still has some loading issues, I guess. Um, I just don't understand what the purpose of this website is. I truly mean that. I don't mean it in a mean way. I think they're trying their best. I just don't understand what the purpose of this website. Like, what is the goal here? And I said it before, and I'll say it again. An app, a site with no app is not going anywhere. The reason why I don't believe in the website, in the personal website as well, is because the modern reader has only apps. You need to make reading as thoughtless as possible. Before we even decide to make a singular website, our old original goal for the webcomic collective was to use some tech made by a friend of the show, Danny, and the people at Inklore, and connect your website to a centralized website, your individual websites into a centralized section that would then populate an app. I thought that would be the best way to do it. But like, well, only would the engineering costs have been incredibly high. I think the main issue of it really would have been the fact that, like, people want to go to one place. And so instead, what we're doing with the collective website, we're making the page highly customizable. Like when you join the collective, your page is built from scratch to look the way that makes you happy. It won't be ultra customizable, but it will be inline but very customized. I'm not talking just a banner. I'm talking side images and little things like that. Little assets that could make that really build up on who you are. Because joining a collective should be an event, and you should feel special and show you your content. So that's what we're thinking of, right? Um, it needs to feel almost like a personal website. Yeah, like MySpace customization. To be quite honest, the level of like add whatever you want where we can kind of thing. You know, because I think there's a healthy middle ground between the Webtoon and the personal website. I truly think. Anyway, more importantly, who knows anything about these people? These Comcraft people. Yeah, they have a printing. I saw. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't even know how to even access there. There it is. I don't. Again, offering service completely free to our artists, so you get to print your books completely free. Who's backing Comcraft? I'm so confused. Who's backing these people? Do I have to talk to them? Fine, talk to them. Let's join their Discord. Apparently, my life is joining Discord until I die. I'm gonna join as Bob Bobbington. Okay, cool. Okay. Wait, that's everyone? Can't be. They're making me do a fucking captcha? The hell? Okay, I'm in. Interesting. Maybe I should put some time into talking to people. I mean, a good number of people I know are there, so okay, fine. I'll look into Comcraft as requested. I have like 3 stories I'm working on right now. The HiveWorks one, a different one involving cacao, and This. This is gonna be a long winter. This apparently is also important. Yeah. Anyway, buy Life Noble Notebook. And that's me streamed. That's me streamed out. Streamed out. Any questions, chat? Today is the time to ask questions. Please ask me any and all questions that you feel like. There are no questions that are ever off limit. I mean, it's a request, Django. You can request anything anytime. You guys could request me to cover any story anytime. Usually will say yes. Today I'm okay. Dogs are out of the house. But, I feel a lot more relaxed. Um, I feel a lot more relaxed. I'm exhausted. I've basically been nonstop doing stuff. Uh, I hit a new weight goal. I hit a new weight loss goal though, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that. To really be back here again. If you didn't know this, I got injured a few months ago. Again, all the weight I lost back. I'm back now. Am I feeling better? Yeah, I'm feeling better overall. Can you shout out the cleric Kickstarter? Comics cleric Kickstarter. I'm looking this up. Is this your Kickstarter? No, Comics Cleric. Who the hell is Comics Cleric? I've literally never heard of these people. Sometimes things come up, and I'm always fascinated by the things I've never heard of. What is their deal? So they're just a new CMS? Interesting. Their plans are expensive. Their plans are expensive. $8 a month? No. I'm not even trying to be a bitch. No. Look, I think if you want to support the community right now, you post your CMS open source and you just tell people to fucking suffer. You give them a video on how to set it up on a hosting service you want, and then they suffer. Open source, in my opinion, is what we read right now. Wait, so it is FOSS? Then why isn't that like clear? I mean, maybe I just didn't read. I just didn't read it. I know. Okay. I found the GitHub at least at the top of the page. Oh, GitHub, fuck off with this two-factor authentication shit, man. GitHub is actually killing. I'm sorry, I'm on the website trying to log in, and GitHub is asking me for two-factor authentication. No public repositories on their page. I guess it's just not out. For anyone who's like code icky, you don't. Okay, maybe it's a controversial thing to say. You are a digital comic creator. Get over yourself. Like for real, get over yourself. Like if you can't handle the fact that you've got to be a little technical every so often, like why are you online? Go make a physical book, man. It's okay. If you don't want to touch any amount of code, go make a physical book. It's actually okay. But if you want to be digital, digital means code. Dog, everything you do is code. I'm not saying you gotta be fucking Leonardo da Vinci on that shit, but I'm saying like be comfy opening a thing and manipulating some CSS and changing words here and there and learning how to host a domain. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, is that controversial? Is that some 6ix9ine shit? Like for real. I'm being so for real. Tell me if I'm completely off key here. I don't think I am, but maybe I am. Yeah, controversial. All right. I just think people should fucking get over themselves. I mean, this looks really cool as a FOSS idea if it comes out, but this is a lot of work to do for free. I mean, good job using SvelteKit. SvelteKit is the move. I agree. This is basically all built with Svelte. I love Svelte. My favorite framework. Um, no. I want to be upfront. You shouldn't need to know how to write HTML and CSS. You just need to be able to edit stuff. That's it. I think you should be able to edit stuff, and that's the most people should ask of you. And I think that's reasonable. Also, SvelteKit's great. Svelte's great. Don't fuck off. Don't be mean. Felt's pretty good. I think it's a great option. I think it's high performance, high speed. It's a very modern approach to comic hosting. So I'm all for it. It's really good. Yeah, really well written. Like I just think I'm not trying to be provocative. Oh, I need to pay for my Kickstarter thing I bought. I'm not trying to be provocative or anything. I just think that like if you are engaging in this shit, you should be able to manipulate some HTML here and there. You should be able to manipulate some things here and there. Okay, the Kickstarter isn't out, so I can't even touch it. SaltKit is used in industry. Just people have already been using React for so long. No one wants to work into switching. This felt's great. You know, I wanted to build the webcomic the website in Svelte. I probably will end up rewriting the whole thing in Svelte in a few years because it's not good. Runes are great, everything's great. Anyway, custom Tumblr theme. Someone asked me a question that wasn't about the comic thing. Comic comics cleric. I'll look into this. I'll definitely be a big fan of it. What was the last webcomic you started reading? Funnily enough, I actually started reading three right now. One Korean, two English. Let me show you. Um, so the Korean one I started reading is the translation of "The Extra is Too Strong." I don't know if you guys have read it. It's this comic called "The Extra is Too Powerful" or "Too Strong" or whatever. It's about a guy who's technically an extra character in a gotcha game, and he's like really powerful. That's it. Um, you know, I like my power fantasies every so often. So no, not that strange to me. Then I also started reading Behind Her Highness's Smile, which is an Korean import, but it's on Webtoon, so give me that. Um, Behind Her Highness's Smile is something I'm reading. And in terms of just purely English content, uh, what am I? Let me open my 1 second because I did start reading a new like you know English speaking Canvas comic. I say new; it's new to me, right? It's new to me. Let me be upfront. Um, God, what is it? Where is it? You know, while I'm just here, I want to say my biggest, saddest moment is that Dragon of the End. I don't think it's back yet, and that's very miserable. Because Dragon of the End was so cool, then it went to originals, didn't even get anywhere, and I think they republished all the chapters they were going to do for originals. I haven't seen anything since then, so fuck knows. Oh yeah, I started reading Love Bites. That's what it was. Love Bites by Symphony Sonata. It's a zombie drama, zombie comic. Oh, that's been fun. Those are my three new comics I just started reading. Uh, Love Bites is good. You guys know I'm a sucker for like a particular unique art style. You know, you guys know me. You know my whole deal. I'm a big sucker for like an art style where it's just non-standard, non-expected. I love when characters don't have eyes. You know, that's something I actually really do like. When characters don't have like eyes. In fact, when I did design work on one of my comics with a creator years ago when I was working on a comic, we just took the pupils out of people's eyes, which might sound really weird, but I just love when people's eyes aren't like standard, like, iris pupil thing. And so the way this comic does eyes has been very enjoyable for me. They do this like dot version of eyes, where it's like the dot with little lines to represent like eyelashes and stuff. It's been, yeah, that's everything. Any other questions? Or are we good? Because I think somebody asked me something stupid. Oh, Sam said people just want stuff to work. Like saying people should learn how to analyze the stocks. They should, but they really just want to manage fund to put money into. I agree with you, Sam, but I think that only works if you're a consumer. If you're just a consumer of content, fine, you're right. But if you're a creator of content, a part of your job as a creator of things should be getting to grips with how the sausage is. And that's it. This is like fuck. This is This is our equivalent of when the greats, the old time greats would mix their own fucking paint. They didn't have to know how to mix paints. They could keep paying some dickhead named fucking Alfonso to mix their paint forever, right? They could do that for the rest of their lives. But learning how to mix your own paint was an important skill because it gave you access to understanding what went into what you made, gave you control over the process, let you understand how to get better results, and also what you're willing to accept. And I think in the digital age, mixing the paint is learning a little bit of CSS and HTML. I think that's reasonable to ask. That's all I'm saying. It's even more accessible because mixing the paint, you have to find a guy to teach you. This is in a book in like 10,000 videos. There's like 900 people named Steve teaching you how to make a website. I'm just saying. Tumblr should have taught you how to make a website by now. I think that it's reasonable. And I think a lot of us should go back to that mindset a little bit, you know? Because pulling from GitHub and deploying, not on your own infra, deploying on fucking DigitalOcean in most situations is a 3-click process. Let's not over exaggerate. This is a cloned repo and then connect your repo to DigitalOcean with 2 logins. Like, let's not overstate what is happening here. Let's not overstate it. That's not reasonable. I don't think that's fair, especially because now with websites like Do and other websites like that, you can create like a framework, like basically the creator of the GitHub repo can make like a press one button to launch thing, and you can click on that, link your GitHub repo, which is the one you clone. You change a few words in CSS and HTML, and then launch. And you can do that now in some places. And so I don't know. I don't think this is 2 clicks. And also, I don't think JavaScript should scare you. I don't think it should scare you. I think if you're making the sausage, this is the equivalent of mixing the paint. I really do think that. And I think it is as simple as it looks if somebody sets it up to be as simple as it looks. Like a few years ago, people were asking me for a link tree. People were trying to get a link tree alternative because link tree, people had it got canceled for some reason. I don't remember why. But people wanted a link tree alternative, and I made a link tree alternative. It's on GitHub. If you go on GitHub right now and you go to the Webcomics Hub page, you can get like an easy HTML, CSS only website for what do you call it? HTML, CSS website for a link tree alternative. It's fully responsive because I just made it in the easiest way that would lead to a responsive outcome. And like you literally open this, you open index.html. Yeah, it's not gonna work anymore. I'm sorry. You open index.html, you change like 5 things here, change the tech links here. You go to CSS, you change a few things here. You add whatever font you want. You change a few things here. You can even learn some CSS and style the website yourself. And you're done. And you're donezo. And then you get this. You get some variant of this. This is how I want mine to look like. You may have a different opinion on what yours should look like. But I don't think this is asking a lot of a creator. I truly don't. Maybe I'm ignoring something here, but I really don't think I am. Society has spoken. I'm right. Thank you. Kappa's comic download is probably not going to work for a while, by the way. Straight up, like Django and Hika could make a killing just being like doing people's CSS and HTML for them. Unironically, like people need that help. I don't know, Sam. Maybe you think I'm still wrong. We can talk about this more in the Discord, but I think the simplicity level that we often offer as people who make stuff can be quite low for the end user. Yeah, it is being a web designer. It's literally being a web designer. I mean, no, it's more like being a web developer designer combo. But yeah. Ugh. Guys, I have a question for you, chat. Did I make myself a pizza pocket? Should I make myself a pizza pocket? I really want a pizza pocket. Fuck it. All right, I'm making a pizza pocket. I'm going to log off. Thank you for watching today's stream. Remember to join Patreon. Remember to share words and pictures with your friends. Oh, wrong page. Words and pictures with everyone you know. I'm going to be emailing people to the email list. Thank you so much for joining every stream. I actually really appreciate you guys. I want you to know that, like, 2025 has been a really hard year for me, but you guys have been literally the one thing, apart from my partner, that has held me together. My partner, my friends, and you have been the things that have held me together. And I want you to know that. Seriously. Here's to 2026. It's coming soon. And hopefully to more viewers. Fuck. More viewers. I need them. Anyway, have a wonderful evening. I'm going to go eat a pepperoni pizza pocket. Pizza pie. And also, if you're making books, if you're printing books, please let me know. I will pay, and you can send them to me, please. Or you can send them to me for free. Frankly, I'm happy. Thank you so much, everyone. Like, share, subscribe, Patreon. You know the drill. Bye. I'd love to add music to the stream, but I don't know what music to add. Maybe I should just start recording stuff. Like, where's my ukulele? Fuck, where's my ukulele? It's off tune. Whatever. No music for you. I'm thinking I should make a soundtrack. Just making terrible songs. Yeah, I'll do that. Why not?